everybody? Crash here. Welcome back to Crash Gets the Spread, where we talk about sports from a betting perspective. It is Friday, June 28th, and we have two WNBA games to talk about, a couple of baseball games to talk about. If you like the channel, please like the video, subscribe to the page. Let's get into yesterday real quick. Coming off a 1-3 day, we missed our team total on the Phillies. We had over 4.5. They got to 4. We also missed the Lynx versus the Dallas Wings. The Dallas Wings won outright. It was a letdown situation after the Lynx winning the Commissioner's Cup, which isn't my favorite trend, way to look at the game, because these are professionals we're talking about. So they should be ready to go. So that's not always the way that I want to look first after they win something big like that, but it is a viable thing. It does happen often enough to make sure you pay attention to. So also missed the Fever covering against the Storm. We needed them to lose by 8. They lost by 12. So we did get the over in the Aces and the Sky game. I said I needed 90 points out of the Aces, and I thought we were going to be good. So they got to 178. We had over 173.5. So 1-3, looking to bounce back today. 2 WNBA games. We have the Dream at the Sun. Sun are 8.5-point favorites at home. They're coming off an overtime game yesterday where they barely covered against the Mystic. So didn't bet that game. Should have bet that game because I was leading on the Mystic. The under would have been crushed because they went to overtime, but it was 94-91 Sun. So coming off a game like that with a 8.5-point spread, I got to lean on the Dream to cover, being the rested team. They did not play yesterday, and they have not played since before the Cup. So they still are missing their best player, Ryan Howard. But the Sun should run out of gas late. So Dream plus 8 or plus 9.5 is where it is now. So then we have the Sparks at the Mercury. Mercury are home favorites, 11.5 points. Totals at 167. I'm going to lean on the Sparks here. This isn't my favorite game, but the Mercury have been 5-1 against the spread since Brittany Griner came back. In that same time period, the Sparks have been 4-2. They haven't won, but they've been competing in games, covering spread. So with a 12-point spread here, yes, the Mercury have been winning, but they have been blowing everybody out. So even though the injuries are piling up for the Sparks, I would still lean on them to cover this double-digit number. But it's not my favorite game. And I can see a situation where the Mercury do blow them out. So not my favorite game, not one that I'm going to bet straight. But that's where I would lean if I bet it. I do like a couple team totals today. I like the Rays team total against the Nationals. I like the Orioles team total against the Rangers. Even though Scherzer's pitching, I could see it coming in late. And I like the Guardians team total against the Royals as well. So that one there is the highest total on the board at 9.5. So that whole game could get an overlook. But those are really my thoughts on the card today. If I bet any other baseball games, it will be team totals. So those are the ones I'm looking at. Go ahead and lock those in. Let's get this money, and we'll be back tomorrow to talk some more WNBA and MLB.